beautiful human beings. How are you doing? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time, whatever time this live may catch you. I am Nyasha, a woman empowerment and confidence coach, founder of Diva's Empowered Network and co-author of Girl, Get Out of Your Way. Hi everyone, when you come in, tell me hello, hello, hello. Hi Shona, hi Sonia. I just wanted to come in and have a sort of real frank conversation with you ladies this evening. I was meant to do this yesterday, but my daughter Alicia needed her mama, so I was there. Please do invite other people to come into this live, because I think this live is something that every single woman needs at this time today, because for the first time yesterday, I put my television on. Hello, mother. Yes, I've tagged my mother in here because when she can't find the lives, she has a little hissy fit. So I had to tag her so she can see. Invite other women to come in here, because I know that what I'm going to say is going to resonate with a lot of women. And you lot also need to get your pencils and your notepads to have, thank you, my love. Girl, you don't want to see what's behind the background. Behind this background is all the stuff. Anyone who's ordered cards, the cards are being posted. So I've got the boxes with the envelopes. Hi, Heather, and everything behind there. And what I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to talk about, as in the title of the video, we have to make July the new January. And why I say that for many different reasons. And the first reason is, we all know that Miss Corona came and she perched herself in our lives. She just come and she sit down. We didn't invite her, we didn't call her, we didn't ask her to come. But Miss Corona came. And I know, like myself, for a lot of people, Corona and the lockdown and all of that, it stopped a lot of us in our tracks. A lot of us sat down in January, and I think everybody that I know, 2020 was going to be the year. All of us wish that 2019 would go about its business and that 2020 would hurry up and come. And we were so prepared for 2020. We made resolutions, we set goals in business, we set goals in our personal life, who leaving their man, who staying with their man, who getting a new man, all of that. We set goals for our slimness and our health and our wealth and all of that. And even in our spiritual life, I know that I set a lot of goals in my spiritual life for 2020. But then Corona came and she disrupted the apple cart. And I don't think that it is a coincidence that now we're coming into July. July is the 7th month of the year. And the number 7, and I did my research, and I have my notebook, and July is the 7th month of the year. And I'm a Christian, so I would go with the biblical first. The number 7 in Bible time mean completeness. The number 7 means perfection. And if you believe in the universe and, all of that, if you believe in energy, in spiritual energy, the number 7 means everything positive. The number 7 means valuable matters. The number 7 means the existence of things like a prosperous life, happiness, renewal, and connections. So I don't think that it is a coincidence that we are sort of coming out of this. We're getting a little breather after months and months of being in lockdown. And now that July is coming, we're getting a bit of a breather. But we as people, we have to be wise. We have to be wise to know that we cannot waste this time. You know, a lot of people may be sitting there thinking, I don't have money, I can't pay this bill, I can't pay that bill, my job is not opening up. I know for us in the UK, some cities are being locked down again, so you're trying to face with that. And this is the time, and that's why I wanted to come tonight and give you this message, so that this message is fresh in your mind. And that's why I said as well, get a pen and a paper, because after this message, we are going to start 2020 again, you know, because we have to make that shift. And I can sit here and I can talk until I'm red in the face. And if you are not prepared, hi Bernadette, if you are not prepared to make that shift in your life, if you are not prepared to make that shift in your spiritual life, if you are not prepared to make that shift in your weight, and your health and fitness, if you are not prepared to make that shift in your personal life, if you are not prepared to make that shift in your business, no one else can make it for you. So I personally, and I give people the tools. You know, I've been through things in my life. I've been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, burned the t-shirt. Do you like my top today? My mother is on here. I wore a yellow t-shirt because my brand colors are yellow and purple. And last week I wore a different yellow t-shirts, different days. And I speak to my mother every day, and every day she said to me, you're wearing the same top. So tonight I did pull out a yellow t-shirt, but then I decided now I'm going to go with the purple. So this is the time. I want you to write this down. July for you, the beginning of July, should be your month of refocus, your month to rebalance, your month to renew, your month to reset, your month to reconnect, your month to rejuvenate. And I want you to go into July saying, you know what? I am thankful and grateful that I have made it through this time. Listen, Corona was no respecter of persons. Whether you stay inside, whether you went outside, whether you was working or not working, if Corona wanted to catch you, girl, she would have catch you. So the first thing we have to do is be thankful and grateful that we are still here. We have personally lost people due to Corona. Some of you under my voice right now would have personally, if not personally, we are separated by 6 people. So you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who the Corona and the pandemic affected. And if you are sitting there and you are not thankful and grateful that, hey, what? Tomorrow is the 1st of July and I have made it. There's something wrong with you. You need to stop saying amen and start saying ouch and go and look at yourself. So that's the first thing. You have to know the fact that you are still here. Hundreds of thousands of people died during this time. The fact that you are still here, hi Jorinda, the fact that you are still here is because you have a purpose. It's because somebody somewhere needs you. It's because you need you. And a slap in the face of the Creator, a slap in the face of whatever you believe in. I believe in God. God made me. You may believe in Allah, you may believe in Buddha, you may believe in whatever, but you didn't come here by yourself. Some supernatural being made you and it's keeping you breathing today. So if you are not thankful and grateful, that's one slap. If you don't get off your backside, and I know as long as I'm preaching, maybe I was meant to be pastor or prophetess or something. If you don't use your time right now to serve that purpose. And that's the first thing I want you to ask yourself. What is my purpose on this earth? Why am I here? Why was I saved from all of this? Why am I walking around? I went out. Some days I wore a mask. Some days I didn't wear a mask. Why am I still here? That's the first question. You don't need to write it. I wish I had someone in here to scribe. Why am I still here? What is my purpose? I know what my purpose is. My purpose is to be sitting here right now and helping you find your purpose, helping you come out of the slum that you're in and helping you to know what your purpose is. That's what I do. So that's the first question you need to ask yourself. Why am I here? Why was I saved? Why was I not touched by this plague? Yes, Corona. Thank you, Shona. Corona is a flipping plague. Why did that higher power that made me save me from that plague? That's the second thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is, how am I going to use my passion and purpose to help others? Let me tell you something. My God, the God I know, did not sit there and take his time and created my fine self with my nice little nose, although it's wide at the bottom, but we ain't watching that. And my voluptuous body for me to just sit down or lie down every day and don't serve my purpose. Your purpose is not my purpose. Your purpose is something else, but you need to identify it. You need to find it. You need to look at what makes me get out of bed every morning, even though I'm not feeling down. And you need to get up every day and go out there. And July is the good month for reset. July is in the Bible, in numerology, in the universe. July is completeness. What you need to do right now, and a lot of you may be saying, I'm not where I want to be. But guess what? I did a lot during the pandemic. And you need to look at, you see those goals and resolutions and all of that you set in January, rip it up, because you don't need that anymore, because we are in a new normal. Wearing a mask in public is a new normal. Being 1 feet, 2 feet away from people is a new normal. And we cannot say, you know what, I'm not going outside because that mask doesn't look good on me. I don't look cute. Or like me, when I put the mask on, the sweat in my glasses, condensation rises. But I cannot sit down, and neither could you, and not accept. If you're staying there and you're waiting for things to go back the way it was, woman, you lost. Right now, forget about that. Because back to where it was is not going to come back. You need to now reset your mindset to be able to live in what is the new normal. You need to renew your mind so that you could accept what the new normal is. Change is inevitable. The change has happened. The world is changing. And if you don't change along with the world, because I have had to make a lot of changes with my life, with my business. You know, I had so much plans. Brunch on Purpose New York, Brunch on Purpose Antigua, all the brunch here. Listen, I had to fix up and do Zoom because it would be a long time before I am able to have 50, 60, 100, whatever in a room at the same time. So I wanted to come to you and just give you some food for thought. And Shona wrote the 2 questions there. Ask yourself those questions. And the other question you need to ask yourself is, will I let this pandemic, will I let this new normal rule me? Or will I get up like the boss woman that I am and rule this thing? Will I get up, shake myself, look at where I need to make changes? Will you get up tomorrow? And I know a lot of us like Mondays or first of the month and all of that. So I'm giving you the 1st of July. Would you let your second half of 2020 be in the same way that the first half was? A lot of the first half of 2020 was out of your control. But right now, you need to educate yourself and let the second half of 2020 be in your control. You need to say, you know what? The gym ain't open. And even if the gym open, I ain't going. Today, I just decided, you know what? Rain falling, let me go for a good walk. When I come back, I could have a bath, a shower, and all of that. You can't say, well, the gym is not open, so I can't go to lose my weight. Girl, you better get up. And if you have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go and take that walk, burn that energy, buy a step. I am buying a step. So I would step in my little 2x4 and I would get my steps in. Because this is our new normal. If your business, you have so much planned for your business, and if like me, your business is service based, you need to sit down and switch that ish up. Because your business has not changed. Your purpose, the plan we made in 2020 to turn our passion and our purpose into profit has not changed. The way we do things has to change. And you need to sit down and educate yourself and say, listen, this road ain't going to be straight. This road ain't going to be easy. And I can just talk for myself. I hate technology. I'm going to say it. You see, if I can press a button and come on here and go live, I'm good with that. But with the Skype and the setting up this and setting up that in my bag. But guess what? I had to learn it because you ladies still need to hear my voice, even though I can't fly here and fly there and fly there and give you food and all of that. Then I have to come to you in a different way. Will I switch myself up? You can't go to church every Sunday and put on your fancy dandan. Yes, if you can't say amen, say ouch. You can't put on your fancy dandan, but could you get up and get on the Skype and still read your Bible and still pray and still have spiritual growth? It's time for us as women to switch it up. July the 1st is tomorrow. The final thing I want you to do for me, if you have your plans, and I believe in writing, don't tell me you have a plan and you ain't write it down. You ain't have no plan. You ain't have no goal. You ain't have no dream. Unless you write it down on paper, don't come in front of me and say, well, it's in my head. Your head have too much things studying. Get some paper. And before you go to bed tonight, get a nice cup of tea, could be herbal, get a glass of wine, and sit down. Write your plans and your goals and your dreams and your vision for the balance of 2020. And don't just write it. Ask yourself the 3 questions. And if you missed it, it's in here. It's scroll up or down, it's there. Ask yourself those questions. And what you have to ask yourself is, how do I need to shift myself so that I could work along with the new normal of this world? July is a good month to start it. Before you go to bed tonight, make a commitment to yourself, not to anybody else. And the worst lie you could lie is the lie to yourself. So if you say, oh, I'm going to walk every day, and you don't walk, that is you lying to yourself and you not keeping a commitment to yourself. And if you cannot keep a commitment to yourself, you can't keep a commitment to nobody. You are the most important person being in your life. How much am I going to invest in myself? What changes do I need to make in these areas, the important areas of your life? Your spiritual growth, your health and fitness, your finances, your personal life. What changes? How could I shake myself so that I could thrive in these times. It's time for us to get up and shake up. We can't blame the pandemic no more, because guess what? If you sit there and you keep blaming the pandemic, you'll be sitting there for a very long time, because Miss Corona, she has grown roots. She started to sprout little flowers. So you just have to work around her and do your do. Somebody tell me I am going to work around Miss Corona and do my do. I am going to let the second half of 2020 be dynamic for me, my business, my household, my finances. That is what we need to do. We need to start putting one foot in front of the other and do our do. As for me and my house who are serving the Lord, I am going to give you as much help as I can. And I've got a whole program, set out for you. July is the new January. So this month, some of it will be done here on my page. Some of it will be done in my group. If you're not in my group, you miss out. I'll be having the circle. So on a Sunday evening, we would come into the circle. It is a Zoom call where you can be you. You can strip back being a mother, being a wife, being a businesswoman, being whatever. And you can just come in the circle, let go your woes of last week. Because let me tell you something. You will have obstacles. If you can say to me now, Nyasha, I ain't having no obstacles. Girl, I've got news for you. That means you ain't moving. If you ain't having no obstacles, you ain't doing ish. You need to start moving. You will have obstacles. So I have provided that space for us on a Sunday night. You can come, you can wash off what last week threw at you, and you can prepare yourself. It's called the circle, and we get in there, we talk, we discuss issues, what others. It's a support system. It's a sisterhood. So I would put the link for that down below. If you want to come and just, because some of us, we live alone, or we may not have that support system. So I am providing that support system for you. In my Facebook group, every Wednesday, we have midweek check-in where I would come, I would read a bit from my book. Yes, my book. I would read a bit from my book, and you can ask me any questions, because one, I've been there, done that, have the t-shirt. I wouldn't be able to help you with every single issue that you have. And that's where guest experts come in. I will be having guest experts on different topics that I know nothing about, coming in and talking to you. So some may be for you, some may not be for you. But what I want us to do is hold each other's hand. Hold each other's hands, and let's help each other to rise. You may be good in certain areas and you would need help in certain areas. Your sister may need your help. So that is what the group is about. It's a sisterhood. We're having 2 workshops. One is a vision board workshop. Even the Bible said to write your vision. Put it down. Let it be in your face so you know what you're working towards. Because if you don't know where you're going, you would go anywhere. You'll sway in the wind and you will end up certainly where you don't want to go. So we have 2 workshops during the month. One is a Wheel of Life workshop so that you can work out, where am I in all areas of my life? And we would go through how to find balance. I would do this one. The second one is on your vision. And not just sticking thing on paper, but the psychology behind writing your vision and doing a vision board. And that would be taught by my friend. Diva Talk is a talk show. I've recorded a few episodes of it already. It is powerful, where I have different women from different walks of life just coming in and talking to you. This is their adversity. This is what they've been through, and you can learn from that. That will be posted every Sunday on the show and on my YouTube channel. I've got the cards for you. I've got the books for you. Also, I will be opening my calendar from tomorrow because there's certain things you don't want to talk in a group. You don't want to talk to your mother, your sister, or your friend and all of that. So I'll be opening my calendar for I think 20 or 30 minutes call so that you can just come in. We can have a chat. Whatever it is you want to talk to me about, we talk about it. If I could direct you, I will. If I can't, I'll say, girl, that ain't my bag. However, I am Divas Empowered Network for a reason. I'm sure I would have someone who can help you. So before I go, I know this is a serious conversation. July. Let's just make a pact to make July our new January. Let's make a pact to make July that month when we take back what Lady Corona stole from us. If she stole our finances, we taking that back. If she stole our spirituality and she make us stop believing in whatever we used to believe in, we taking that ish back. If she made us fatter than we were before, we taking that back. If she stole anything that she stole from us, we are taking that back. So July is the month of renewal. July is the month of rebalance. July is the month to refocus. I can give you all the tools in the world, ladies, but you need to put in the work. Make a pact with yourself. Wherever you are right now is a temporary situation. And guess what? That temporary situation done. It finished. Make a pact with yourself before you go to bed tonight that you, Jorinda, you, Nolly, you, Claudine, you, my mother, June, you are going to take back whatever. And listen, when I tell you this is fire in my bones, I'm ready for Lady. I don't know if you lot saw this, have seen the shift in me in the last couple of weeks. Because I'm like, you think Corona gonna make me lie down in my bed? No, forget about that. It's time. Don't write off. A lot of people are writing off 2020. 2020 is not finished yet. Do you know how much you could do girl, do you know how you can snatch that body in 6 months? Do you know how much money you can make in 6 months? Do you know how much spiritual and mental growth you have in 6 months? Do you know how your health and wellness could improve in 6 months? Don't write off 2020. Take it back. Get up and be that woman that you were created to be. You ain't created to be mediocre. You're created to be a boss woman. You're created to be a strong woman, black or white. We ain't discriminating around here. You were created with that fire in your belly to get up and get things done. Put on your armor today. Put on, you see me, my armor, you see my hoop, and my off the shoulder top, and my gray hair, I've put it on. Whatever makes you feel confident, lay it out tonight. Wake up tomorrow morning, put it on, and make the second half of 2020 the best 6 months of your life, despite the odds, despite where you are right now. Don't look at where you are, right where you are going to be. Let me tell you something. By the end of 2020, I'll be off of one of my insulin. Remember, I told you, Lord, that you take back what is yours and hold it by the hand, and let's do this. Join me across social media because I'll be hitting because it's in my spirit that every single body would hear my voice. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you're going to hear it, because I can guarantee you one day I might say one word and it would resonate with you. This is my passion and my purpose. What is yours? Comment below what it is when you found it. If you don't want to send it here, put it in a private message. I'll read them all. Right, I'm going to go. Follow me across social media. Divas Empowered Network. I'm going to post it below here so that you can follow me Go everywhere, and we are going to do this ish together. Every day I'll be on somewhere of that social media platform. And when you're tired hearing my voice, you're going to get off your backside and you're going to be that woman that I know you are. How do I know that you are that woman? Because a higher being created you. And girl, my God, your Allah, your Buddha, your universe didn't create you to be mediocre. So that's how I know that you have the strength in you to take back you. Let me know, what are your goals for the second half of 2020? Let's go out there, ladies, and let's make 2020 the best year. We can say Corona happened, but we had a damn good year. We would all be celebrating in December. Right, that's it, that's me. I'm sweating because you know what? I needed to do this tonight. Some of you might be sitting there saying, this girl is crazy. You know what? I love my crazy. So ladies, join me every day this month, either on my podcast, either on here, either in my group, either on Instagram. Find me somewhere and let me kick you up your hiney every single day in July and beyond. Until tomorrow, I gave you a lot of homework. If you're late, scroll in the comments. Shona, thank you so much for scribing for me. Scroll in the comments. Take a good look at yourself. Look yourself square in the mirror and ask yourself, am I living the life that I deserve? And if your answer is yes, girl, I'm happy for you. If it's no, let's do this. Until tomorrow, ladies, remain fit, fierce, and flipping fabulous. Go out today and every day and live your life of abundance on purpose and with intention. Love you all loads. Night, night.